Morning, y'all, and it is time to finish this out. Just got to do this bracket right here, measured up and everything, checked it out with the seats, and once I do that, the seats will be able to lock in and slide, and then I'll just have to do the little child safety ones so that a baby seat could buckle back in. And we are basically straight with all the welding in the car. We'll just have to do a couple things outside, like in the wheel wells, and all the welding is done, and then just basically gotta just prep, sand everything, and get ready for paint. You know, got areas like that, we got all around wherever we need to sand, but that's really it, y'all. So very exciting. I mean, we're coming down to the end of this thing, and I mean, I'm ready to be done, but I'm still taking my time where I need to, and then also for certain things that don't really matter that much, overlooking them as well, and continuing to move forward. Just about to go use my grinder, but then freaking look at the end, and I stepped on it, and now we're out of a grinder. So I was just about to weld my last pieces, but thank God we got a extra one that I broke a while ago, and I'm gonna just use this end. I'm gonna just cut it off and split it and everything. So time to get that up, and then we'll continue. This is getting exciting. We're on the last wheel well, and we're gonna just patch up all these holes. A lot of it I'm gonna weld, like, you know, I can weld in spots like here, a little bit, but some of these spots I'm not gonna take the time and go around and around to fill it. I'm just gonna use a some of my little what is it called? Extra metal, you know, to go ahead and fill that. So yeah. So like I said, spots like these, like this, I could you know, go ahead and fill in, but areas like here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put little squares and then cover over that, just weld those in. Yep. That took forever, but we're done. We got the gas tank up. Freaking those straps is always so hard to get them situated and everything, but at the end of the day, they're there. So we're in. We're just gonna have to figure out again. It's just this how we want this to sit, because this is different than LDTT setup. Yeah, you can't see that, it's too dark right here. But probably gonna have to cut it in half and get a filler neck if I want to do that. Or I think I told you guys already, reach in and just pull it and fill up. But we'll see. Either way, gas tank is in, bolted down, so I'm not worrying about that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the rear. I gotta change one of the boots. Let me show you. It's been honestly been having it sit outside for a bit. So one of the CV boots actually ripped, I think from the sun. Rusty, but as you see, the boot snapped. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that before I put it up in there, but that's the plan of the day. Just get this thing up in the car. Alright, here we are, finally, after months and months of hard work. We are up in there. Just gotta bolt up that shock. As you see, I'm gonna put the springs in first, but that rear is in. It's bolted down and it's ready. So yeah, we're up in there. We're all bolted up. As you see, bolts right there, and I got a couple more. Here's the ones I was fighting with right here. So now that it's in, the plan is, you know, put on the springs, the shocks, whatever, bolt it basically, then put it down on the ground just to see kind of where it sits. Then after all that, I'm gonna clean up the rest of the wheel wells as we see. Really, I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm gonna kind of leave it that ugly look per se, and just basically sand it, prime it, paint over it after I seam seal it and everything, and then go right ahead, put the wheel wells back in and all that kind of stuff. So it'll be like nothing even ever happened. So really excited about this point, because soon enough after I got to rebuild the motor though. That's the thing. So I got to rebuild the motor, and I still got to take apart the trans, put in the new shift forks and all that kind of stuff, rebuild that so that I could throw that in there, and then I got to figure out all the wiring stuff. So, but we'll get it situated. All right. So as you see, I put it on the ground. And this is with the stock, obviously, suspension from the TT. It's got a bit of gap under there. Issue is what I'm having is I gotta get some shocks. You see the shock is right there. Will not extend. It's completely blown. It needs to get up there. And it's the same thing on both sides. But I wanted to get a visual of how and where it's sitting at. So that's why one of the reasons why I put it down, as well as was just just checking underneath weld wise, and then I could get in there. And paint a lot easier. So I just wanted to get a quick, mostly a visual of what it's gonna look like. So guys, so going to go ahead and unbox this clutch right here. Got my clutch masters. Shout out to SB Parts Direct. And we're gonna just check this thing out to see what it's looking. It's a twin disc setup. I went ahead and went with it. I just made the purchase. It was a hefty one, but what I was looking at was, man, for down the road when the car starts to make actually a lot more power. I was thinking like, dang, I don't want to keep replacing clutches and buy another one. I was like, man, let me just do one and done. So these things are totally rebuildable too. So let's see, that's why I said I'm gonna go with it. So let's see what this thing looks. Man, the box is really in there. Check her out. Let's see it. So what we got? We got a sheet. What does it say? Flywheel to crank. Okay, some torque ratings. All right. Okay, that's cool. What else we got? Okay, we got some alignment tool stuff. Clutch master stickers. And here's my hydraulic throwout bearing. It's gonna be nice. Okay, got my alignment tool. Got one of these, and there it is. It's the 725. It's a little small, but better for quick revving and everything. Boy, that thing tiny. Let me get my old one. That's crazy. What up, guys? So what I was gonna originally do, and I remember I asked in one of my videos on IG, I asked, like, what do you guys' opinion is of building the motor or doing a rebuild kit. And long story short, I just came down to it that for right now is where it's at. I'm just going to rebuild the motor just so it's fine. I don't have any problems, all ARP stuff, so it should be good. So here's my kit right here, and I'm honestly sending it off. My dad is an engine builder. He's been building engines for years, many years before I've been alive. So I'm just going to take, because I really think I heard a piston in here. So being that I got my spare block, we're gonna take a piston out of this one, whatever is bad, and just switch them over, and then eventually I will build the other motor so I don't have any problems. So that's the deal. That's what I'm going with for now. So these are going off. It's gonna take one less thing, off of my plate, and then I could just focus on doing the rest of the all-wheel drive build. So yep, these will be back. One will be nice and fresh, and the other one will be ready to be built one day. So guys, I've honestly just been working at it, and I was kind of just not really caring about filming stuff because some of it was just basic stuff that nobody really needs to see. Everybody knows how to do or can figure out very easily, like seam sealing, priming, and whatever. So I went ahead, seam sealed, primed everything, the rest of everything, and here it is. We painted in there. Now I need at least one more can. I probably would just do two so I could do a second coat that's stronger. But as you can see, it's a little light in certain areas. That's where I was running out. But other than that, I mean, it's painted, man. And the OEM is matching. The OEM red, Volkswagen Tornado red, is looking good. Same thing here. I'm going to have to do all on the sides and around. So I probably will go ahead and just buy 2 more bottles if I can. I gotta see if one of my local parts stores has them. It's very hard to come across now in this color, but yeah, now it's, I mean, shoot, man. I mean, it looks like, honestly, I didn't do anything to the car, which is pretty awesome. So we're super close. One of the things, what I'll be doing next is, after this is painted and finished, all the interior is gonna be folded back up, closed in, all the seats, and I'm gonna have to figure out all the wiring. I gotta run the wires and all that kind of stuff. So that will really be it. That would seal the deal for this really job, and the rest is like really just fast forward, figuring out like other things besides the wiring. I gotta figure out not the brakes I gotta do, but I have something else I'm missing. I'm missing something. Can't really figure it out, but can't remember right now. But dang, I don't remember. I think it's the transmission. I still gotta rebuild. I gotta rebuild that. Waiting on my motor to get back. My dad has that, which you guys know. And what else? Oh, shocks. So these shocks were blown. That's what it was. These shocks were blown, and it's just sitting there, so I couldn't connect them. So that is gonna have to get situated. So those are coming in. So we're waiting on a few little whatever things, small different details like that, and then I mean, it should be pretty easy. I'm gonna go ahead and basically just put the car back together how it was. I really wanted to go ahead and just, when I come out with it, it's at its the form I'd want it to. Like, you know, I was gonna go bigger injectors and all sorts of stuff like that, to just be 100%, especially for FL2K. But things aren't looking well for me right now. So what I'm just gonna have to do is just settle for just getting it out exactly how it used to be, and then we'll go you know, start upgrading just later on. So, but that'll be cool. It's no big deal. So, but yeah, looking good. All right, and here it is, the LSD shift forks, and we have my 4th gear support, all gonna go right in here. I'm gonna break that down in just a second. So really hoping that this should keep it together and pretty strong. I mean, it really should, but you never know. Some people breaking them, sometimes, as they say, luck of the draw or whatever it is. Most of the drag racers, what I do know, use the O2J transmission, all beefed up and everything. So, but stock for stock, I believe this is supposed to be stronger. So we'll see. We're gonna hope that it goes well. As well, I'm using the DRP transmission code for my Volkswagen guys, you may know. So this one is supposed to be a little bit stronger as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start knocking this out, and hey, we'll see how it holds up in the end. Alright, so some of y'all don't like eBay, but here's why I like eBay, okay? Because a lot of times they will say that the things are not gonna come till, like, say you order it Monday and it won't come till Friday or next week, whatever. But I ordered this part this past Sunday, and today is Tuesday, and it said it was supposed to get here on Thursday, and here's my new shocks already. Look at that. I heard this thump at the front door, and I'm like, what the heck is that? So I went over there, and there it is. My shocks already. So man, that basically completes it. I could just put all the suspension in. I put these in, put the wheels back on, and boom, we're good to go. So yeah, shout out to eBay. You know, the eBay sellers being, you know, quick and easy with their shipping. Love you guys. All right, appreciate y'all. I'll forever be a customer.
Judo.
in there. You can't see anything obvious. Here's the diff. Why? I can tell you one thing from the two different transmissions. That diff gear is so much bigger than my other one. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead. What we gotta do is we have to drill out the rivets right there. All those rivets have to be drilled out so I can get the gear. And then I guess the M Factory has their version of bolts that comes, it screws into this side. Here we go, right here. So I'm gonna get that situated. Okay, I was struggling with getting this thing out, and what had to come out first was the input shaft. This side comes out with the forks, and then obviously these are gonna be last, so I'm gonna have to pull on, get this side. So I'm gonna knock that out, and then we're gonna put the parts in, and it'll be ready to go. Let's get it. We got our main bearings, we got our piston rings, we have con rod bearings, we got everything, all the seals, main studs, extra because my motor already has rod bolts in it, but we have these for extra. I'll probably use them on another motor. But yeah, we are ready. We're about to start this thing right here. Obviously, you can see changed plans a little bit, so I'm going to be helping just a little bit with this, but most of it my dad's still going to take care of again because he does this stuff. But I'm here to watch, and I'm going to learn a couple of things in the process. Yep, we're good to go.
Look at that, look.
It's gone.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is, y'all. Found the culprit. Broken out. It was still in place, but broken out. We just dropped it somewhere down in there.
Fell in the motor. Just like, and that's crazy. This is the quench side. It's the flat side. This is the high side. This is the outside of the block.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what do you think caused that?
Yeah, that's like a detonation. What happened? It probably had too much boost versus where the timing was. And then what they do is it'll lift the land, they call that. See that? Yeah, that is a cast. Dang, I wish we had better pictures. Watch, this too. Can you see it? Ready? See? Look, I can pull it out. And there you go. I knew what I heard. I told you what I heard.
Paint is in. I am just gonna get this situated. I'm gonna finish this out, and then what I'm waiting for the car is the drive shaft, and we're basically set, and I can put all the interior, everything back in. I know that that when I go to put some of this stuff back in, I'll have a little bit of issues because some of you know, the floor sits up higher, so obviously some of the carpeting and everything is going to be a little bit longer, so I'm gonna have to cut and trim certain things. But hey, it is what it is. So that's the goal, that's the plan. So we're gonna get right into this, knocking out the rest of this paint and going ahead and doing whatever else little details and small jobs I could do today, most likely like clear coating and whatnot. So I'll let you check this out. Woo, this thing is icy. Check it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This is rattle can too. This is rattle can. This clear coat. Yeah, it's making it look right. Now we just gotta get all that dirt off.